1,950 is the largest conference hall in the city. And the nearest was Lulu International Convention Center at Trichy, which can accommodate 2,400. Then the conference committee deliberated at length whether we should go to parallel sessions. One at the Oman Hall of the Le Meridian Convention Center and put up a makeshift pandal for another 2,000. Finally, conference committee arrived at the conclusion, if we can put up a pandal for 2,000, why not for 4,000? And finally we landed up here. And 2 months effort, today we see a paddy field is converted into a conglomerate of intelligentsia which deliberated at length varied topics of professional importance. This is actually it was a experience for me because I was fortunate to head the region, and this was the largest project ever I ventured out in my life. And initially a lot of apprehensions were there in terms of infrastructure, in terms of financial support, in terms of participation. But probably we set new trends. If we work together, we can achieve anything with the blessings of the God. And we proved it. And I am also happy the infrastructure under the able leadership of P.J. Johnny, who left no stone unturned. We are all sitting, even the feedback which I got, the finance minister was extremely delighted to see the arrangements over here. And Professor K.V. Thomas and K.M. Mani personally conveyed it to me. Babu, look, the kind of arrangements which is happening, and the audience which turned out from all parts of this region. And as far as food committee is concerned, Sri K.K. Ramachandran volunteered and boldly took up the initiative. And I think the best feedback is on the food. And actually, when we are thinking on various options and alternatives on the entertainment activities, one fine day, when we are sitting in the evening at the Ernakulam branch, Mr. Bala Subramaniam, who is the chairman of the convener of the entertainment committee, came out with an idea. Babu, look, why don't we discuss with some entertainment channels whether they will be able to sponsor this event. We will give them exclusive telecast rights. And he said, I have some connections with Kairali channel. And he said, I'll fix up an appointment. And one day he took me to Mr. John Brittas, who is the chief executive of the Kairali channel. And I think in less than half an hour, we concluded the deal. And it was one of the best wonderful performance for 3 hours. And registration was a big challenge for us because the effective strength of Ernakulam branch, as far as our membership is concerned, was only around 700. And if we took the Kerala as a whole, we can scale it up to maximum 1,500. And we wanted to have the best of the feast of knowledge to be shared to a cross-section of the region. And Reggie George and his team really did wonders in that by crossing the important hurdle of 3,000 which we achieved. And congratulations to Reggie George and his team. Planning is all quite good, where the money will come, that was a big question. We are charging almost half the money from the delegates as per the practice. And we need to have some sponsorship support for mutual benefit. And we got none other than Sri Venugopal Sri Govind as the chairman of the finance committee, who did exceedingly well. And this conference will break all the records in that direction. And we have been able to rope in Indian Overseas Bank as the event sponsor, State Bank of India as the even joint sponsor, and Federal Bank Limited as a platinum sponsor, who are actively supported this conference. And I think this all made a big difference. And it was a moment of pride for all of us that when the delegates were departing, they were all in one voice said, this was one of the excellent conference. And I think that's the biggest reward. We are all having it end of the day. And my kudos to all of you. The great team effort and the great teamwork, we proved it. And I think this is the message. I think this conference has spread. The God's own country and the Queen of Arabian Sea can do anything. And I think it has happened after a gap of more than 5 years. And I think sooner, I think we are going to have another chairman from this branch. And I look forward to that, and I think this dream will come true. I once again thank one and all of you for the excellent support for making this conference a conference with the difference. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Chairman Babu Abraham Kallivel. To give an overview of the conference and summing up, may I request member of SIRC, VX Joseph. VX Joseph, member SIRC.
Honorable Chairman of Central Board of Direct Taxes, Mr. S.N. Murthy, respected Chairman of Southern India Regional Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, C.A. Babu Abraham Kallivel, our own member representing the Kerala Legislative Assembly, C.A. Thomas Chadikade, Vice Chairman C.A. Shanmugasundaram, Honorable Secretary C.A. Sumarmal Ostwal, Treasurer of SIRC C.A. P.R. Aruloli, Dynamic Chairman of Ernakulam Branch C.A. Vivek Krishna Govind, other distinguished dignitaries of the dais, more particularly Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Mr. Madhavan Nair, Director General of Income Tax, Mr. Lucas, past Central Council members, Central Council members present, Regional Council members, Managing Committee members, other invited guests, my dear friends and ladies and gentlemen, very pleasant good evening to all of you. I have been given the pleasant duty of summing up of the proceedings of this wonderful conference. It has given me personally an insight how effective and fruitful to hear the speakers par excellence the past 2 days. And I am sure all of you had the same experience. All that begins well, ends well. The conference started with a wonderful show of Bharatanatyam by Ms. Malavika, followed with technical sessions. While I would be summing up the proceedings of the inaugural sessions, technical sessions, with your permission, I would first take to touch upon the proceedings of the inaugural session. The profession was richly honored by the gracious presence of the Honorable Union Finance Minister, Mr. Pranab Kumar Mukherjee, whose presence has instilled